Hello, Earth Souls. Welcome to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. My name is Renee, and you're watching a timeless collective reading for the new moon in Aquarius, February 2022. So although this reading captures the energy of this moon phase, these energies can resonate whenever the universe presents this video to you and you feel intuitively drawn to watch. Also, although this new moon is in the sign of Aquarius, you do not need to be Aquarius for this reading to apply. This reading is for all astrological signs collectively. So if you're new to working with the lunar cycles, just know that the energies are a powerful and practical way to create your desired life. The energies of the new and full moons, as well as the waxing and waning phases, can help you to manifest your dreams and desires, as well as release things that no longer resonate with your highest good. So I personally love manifesting with the moon to incorporate meaning and ritual into my life. And that's why I'm called to do this reading. So at the new moon, however, we recognize the beginning of a lunar cycle. So it is a particularly powerful time for setting new intentions. You can write, say, or visualize these intentions. You can use them in ritual or spell work, or you can set them in any number of ways that feels meaningful to you. There is a lot online about manifestation with the lunar cycles, so I encourage you to find a way to connect with the moon in simple or elaborate ways, but particularly in a way that allows you to do so regularly. Okay, so let's get on with your reading. There's a meditative shuffle just after this, and then the reading following, so you can see the timestamps in the description box. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, Collective. Thank you so much for joining me for this new moon reading for the new moon in Aquarius, February 2022. All right, so I'm just taking all of your cards in, and I'd like to start over here with the Eight of Pentacles. So I see that you are working on you're building something up. There's endless possibilities for you. I feel that you have a lot of ideas. You're really, really inspired to put a lot of different things into your work. And this is really motivating and inspiring for you. And I feel like there's just a lot of momentum. There's a lot of drive and inspiration behind what you're doing. I feel like you have been working on this for some time, and there has been phases where you are really productive and then phases where perhaps less productive. So almost like how the moon affects the tide, sort of a building up and then a holding back. And I feel like there's been this momentum building with whatever it is that you are trying to bring into fruition. Whatever you're manifesting, could be you're a project or you're in your career, just whatever big desires and goals that you have. I feel like there's been an ebb and flow to what you've been doing, and you're wanting it to be more of a steady flow. Okay, so I feel like what's going on is that you are actually calling judgment on yourself, and you are freeing yourself of stagnant energy, of limiting beliefs, things that you've been feeling or believing that have been holding you back. Here at the center of your reading, we've got the Magician. You have all the tools you need to bring in what you desire in your life. And you know that. You know that like deep within, and you know that there's been things holding you back, things that have been difficult to navigate and keeping you off your center, out of a steady flow. And so I feel like it's a long time coming here with the number 20 with the Judgment card. You're nearly at the end of this cycle where setting yourself free is going to bring about that 21st card, the World card, where everything comes to completion. You will have learned what you needed to learn, and you'll be moving forward as a new person. So I feel like you're really not just freeing yourself, not just calling judgment on yourself, but you are manifesting like no other. Like you are wanting to put all of your effort in focusing on yourself, focusing on your intentions, connecting with your higher self, with Source, the universe, with your gods, guides, angels, and ancestors. You're wanting that deeper spiritual connection so that you can co-create with the universe. And in order to do that, you need to be lighter. You need to release the dark, dense, difficult energies that have weighed you down. And that has been difficult because if you're trying to bring yourself to a higher frequency so that you can co-create and channel the information that you need to be more in line with your higher self, more creative, it's going to require a shedding of your skin and truly working on manifesting with this higher vibration and staying in a steady flow of a frequency that will not waver or wobble. And when you do this, what it's going to do is it's going to bring downloads, spiritual insights, greater and more frequent connection to spirit, to your higher self, to your intuition. And here with the Close Encounters card, I feel like, it's only going to bring about more of your spiritual gifts. You'll be potentially more clairvoyant. You may experience your spirit guides, or you may have a download, more insight to your life's purpose or your spirit's mission. Over here with the Five of Cups and the Gratitude card underneath, this is what you're letting go. Because the emotions that keep you in a wavering state, they need to be released in such a way that is in alignment with your next stage in evolution. And when we talk about raising our frequency, gratitude is oftentimes one of the best and easiest ways to raise our frequency. If we can look at a situation or a person or people in our life that are creating deep emotions, swings in mood and getting us off center and not allowing us to stay focused on our own energy, focused on our own higher self, you can choose to energetically let them go with gratitude for what you learned from them. So some of you may be in the process of this ability to lighten your load, having gratitude for whatever it is that you felt a sense of loss about, a sense of grief or sadness. We each have a different journey, and we're all at a different stage in our own spiritual evolution. We all have free will, choices to make about our own individual lives, and you have come to realize that, and that is why you are taking the matter into your own hands, because you yourself decide what it is that you want and need for your life. And because we can't control others or how they think about us, how they behave toward us, we have no control over that. So if we can at least energetically have a shift in perspective about how we view such situations or people, then we can come to a lighter place, a higher frequency. And those energies don't affect us so much, and so our own frequency stays more stable. Who we surround ourselves with is who we are. Like, I don't know if you ever heard the phrase, you are the product of the 5 closest people you surround yourself with. And that's because people are working from their own level of awareness and perspective. And if your level of awareness is broadening, then oftentimes what we end up doing is hiding that newer part of ourselves so that other people who can't vibe with that frequency can relate to us. But what that ends up doing is that we end up hiding and not showing our true authentic self. And over time, that evolution can build and build and build. And pretty soon, you just feel like you're a completely different person and have nothing in common anymore. So as we change, and it's not easy to necessarily tell people how we're evolving. Sometimes we're not even quite aware of it as it's happening. Not concretely all the time, but we can show a little bit of ourselves more and more each day. And if you find that those around you are having trouble with your change, then that's your clue. That's input for you, so that you will know whether or not that person or those folks are going to join you on your path. And by join, I don't mean like take the same path as you. I just mean having an openness to your growth. Sometimes when we grow, we get people wanting to hold us back. They don't want you to grow. They don't want to grow. They don't want you growing away from them. And there's a lot of reinforcing the old perception of you that they have, which reinforces your old identity. When you're growing into the person that you want to be, that you have decided you want to grow into, and there are people who are tugging at you to come back to their previous understanding of you, it's just an energy that pulls you back down to where you were to begin with. And so to grow, you need to have people around you that understand, at least at some level, that your growth means a change in your relationship. It means a change in your identity, how you relate to the world. And hopefully some of these people in your life will be supportive of that, right? Hopefully the people that love us are the ones who are supporting our growth. They may not completely understand it at first, but it's the love behind the inability to understand, just having an open-mindedness to your growth. That's what we want to see with the people around us. People who don't understand, they're on their own path, and they have their own journey and their own time frame. They have their own free will and journey to take on. And there's a saying that people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I like to think about it that way because not everybody's in your life to stay. And from my experience, a lot of those people who did have to leave were really, really important people in my life. So it's not always an easy path, but it is a meaningful one. And it's one where you get closer to yourself and you become more and more truer and truer to yourself. All right, this card here, Star Keeper, it says, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So with your projects, your career, whatever endeavors that you've got going on that you're building, you are taking your ideas, your inspirations, your thoughts, and turning them into physical reality. You are bringing that energy from thought form to physical form. And so in order to do that, your ancestors are urging you to stay grounded. You are becoming a different version of yourself and a better version of yourself, right? Because you're heading towards your authenticity, you're heading towards your higher self. Okay, so also it says nothing is yet set in stone. And I feel what it's saying here is that, and it's underneath your Eight of Pentacles card. So what I feel like this is saying is that you're releasing past judgments or burdens or, a sense of guilt or whatever it is that you're feeling about this letting go or this shift in perspective of past hurt. Once you stabilize and come true into your magician energy, where you are kind of rock solid, where you're not wavering or wobbling anymore, that's when your manifestations are going to just soar, because you'll be in that flow of energy. So it's just an FYI almost. Nothing is yet set in stone, because your energy is still just like the energy coming into here. So we want to see the energy have a consistent flow rather than be, wavering. So with this new moon in Aquarius is very idealistic, would tell you to have faith in your dreams, to take on this time, to indulge in your idealistic visions of yourself. You have endless possibilities. Don't worry about extremes in your dreams and visions and goals and aspirations. Don't worry about those at this time. This is the time to really broaden all the things that you can do. Really imagine what you want for your future. And the more you do that, the more inspired you become, because you're living through your heart. You're acknowledging what's coming through to your intuition, and you're following it. And when you do that, that's when you're grounding the light. And that's when your manifestations become physical, become reality. So another thing I would say is, with all the things that you have to offer the world, Nobody has all of the beauty that you have to offer, just as you offer it. You are a unique individual. You have a unique nature. With her back to me, it feels like you may hesitate to be seen. You may be wanting to put yourself out into the world. Whatever creations you're coming up with, whatever endeavors you're going towards, it feels like you may be hesitating to put yourself out, to be seen. Here with the moon and the darkness. So let yourself be seen. Aquarius nature would just let your freak flag fly, just don't hold back. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to have a sense of gratitude with anything that could potentially bring about a wavering of your energy and flow. And that's going to help you anchor down that transformation. It's going to make you more solid and stable in your flow energy. So stay grounded. Keep releasing. Keep manifesting. Keep connecting with yourself and with spirit. Okay? And every day, if you can form a gratitude practice, if you can incorporate, in a meditation, like a daily meditation, gratitude practice, grounding, and manifesting, all of that can happen sort of in one session. You could space it out too, but if you're pressed for time, or if you're just needing to know that, okay, I would like to have a gratitude practice, I would like to ground myself every day, I would like to manifest, have a manifestation ritual every day, I would like to connect with myself and spirit every day. All of those things can be done together as a ritual, as a daily practice. And I think that will really serve to lift you and to really get you in that steady flow. And you will see your manifestations come to life. Okay, so that is your reading for the new moon in Aquarius, February 2022. I hope this resonated, and if so, please do leave me a comment. Thank you so much for supporting this channel with your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. May your intentions for this new moon be realized. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love, and I'll see you at my next reading. Bye.